Hi there, this is Avinash. This is regarding our data analytics assignment. My topic is sentiment analysis and its applications. So let us discuss what are all the contents which we are going to see for the next few minutes. First of all, introduction. So introduction will cover what is sentimental analysis. So next, phases in sentimental analysis. Purpose, why we are using sentimental analysis, then the algorithms used in sentimental analysis, then we'll use an application. Twitter data analysis is a famous application to observe how sentimental analysis works. Then conclusion. So first of all, introduction. What is sentimental analysis? Sentimental analysis is a part of natural language processing where attitudes and opinions of the users are determined. So the text from the reviews or blogs is processed to get an accurate description of how the writer feels regarding the particular subject. So there will be, let us take a product, there will be a lot of tweets regarding a product in Twitter. So collecting them and analyzing them to get a correct opinion about the product is known as sentiment analysis. So the ultimate goal is to determine whether the expressed opinion in the text is positive or neutral or negative. So the different phases in sentiment analysis. First of all, pre-processing phase. In pre-processing phase, the data entered by the user is first cleaned to reduce noise so that the keywords could be analyzed. So assume if you are using Twitter, there will be a lot of words like there will be out of lexical words. Nah, hi bro, the like that the words will be used. So eliminating those words to figure out the main keywords is the first phase. Then future extraction phase. In this, the keywords are majorly extracted and will be given a token and are put to analysis. Classification phase. In this phase, the data will be sent to classification, and based on different algorithms they will be put under category happy, sad. So this is the final phase. So purpose of sentimental analysis. With many websites enabling review opinion for products, there is an incremental increase in data natural language. So analysis of data is beneficial. That is for both the customers as well as the organization to keep track of their product. Data from feedback forms also can be processed. So assume that in college staffs will regularly collect feedback. So those can be automated by using sentiment analysis. Different kinds of feedback can be collected through online and will be pre-processed and will be sent to classification models. Then from that the whole output can be generated whether the feedback is positive or negative or it's neutral. So that's also an application. So the algorithm used in sentimental analysis. So these are the typical algorithms which we see in sentimental analysis. First one is naive Bayes conventional theorem. So this is the conventional theorem that collects term frequently and classify the data based on that information. So this is the model which we see majorly. So next one is fuzzy conventional method. It provides a degree of associativity to each word with respect to whole document. So this is the next method. It will provide some degree of associativity to each keyword. So next one is hidden Markov model. This is an algorithm used in predictive analysis. Based on current mode, it can predict whether the probability of future sentiment could be. So based on the current text, it can predict. So hence it is used in predictive analysis. Why sentiment analysis important? So what is the need and why it is important to go there? So micro blogging has become popular communication tool. Example, YouTube, Twitter. Many if we take a smartphone release, many YouTube bloggers will review that and will send some will inform their customers how the mobile phone will be like that. So the opinion of mass is important. So a popular reviewer will properly review the phone. So he'll tell whether this can be suitable for us or not. So the opinion of mass is important. The political party want to know whether the people support their program or not. So this can be used for political party also. Before investing into a company, one can leave the sentiment of people for the company to find out where it stands. So that is also an application. So a company might want to find the reviews of their products. So these are the typical applications where sentiment analysis is most important. So let us come to our application, Twitter data analysis. So assume we have a Twitter account. There is, as I already said, there is a smartphone release for this Diwali, and with exciting offers, many people are expressing their opinion on Twitter regarding the smartphone. So let us take a brand, OnePlus 6T is leasing. So let us take that as an example. So we'll collect those tweets regarding the smartphone. there will be a hashtag 1 plus 60. So based on the hashtag, we collect the tweets and perform sentimental analysis to find the best opinion whether the smartphone could be affordable and it is worth or worthless, like that. So you have to take a lot of input data to find out the efficient result. So we have to take a huge amount of input data, then only we can find the efficient result. So these are the sample tweets regarding the smartphone. Let us take a tweet one. Mr. A. He tells in a positive manner, this phone looks some with its design and its build quality. It is a great phone to buy. Hurry up and pre-book this to get this beauty. So we can see this is positive regarding the smartphone, and Mr. B is telling that this is neither a good phone or a worst, but it's a pretty decent one. So he's not satisfied with the phone, but he's not upset too. So he's telling in a neutral way, it's a decent one. So Mr. C, this is the worst product I have ever seen. This camera sucks. Its processor also worst. So guys, be aware and don't buy this piece of crap, and don't waste your money. So he's pretty angry with this release. He is not at all satisfied. So he's telling regarding that phone in a negative manner. So there will be a mix of tweets regarding that phone, because there will be different kinds of users. There will be different kinds of needs. Some will prefer a camera. Some will prefer a processing working speed, etc. Some will prefer storage capacities, etc. So based on that, the opinion may get changed. So these are the sample tweets. So these are the steps which are going to analyze and divide and to find the opinion or sentiment. The problem at hand consists of two subtasks. So first one is phrase level and another one is sentence level. So there will be a message contain marked instance of a word or phrase. So from that instance, we will have to determine whether it is positive or negative or neutral in that context. So sentence level, given a message, decide whether the message is positive or negative or neutral or sentimental. For messages conveying both a positive and negative sentiment, whichever is the strongest sentiment could be chosen. So in a sentence, this has to be done. So if a sentence conveys both a positive and a negative manner, whichever is the strongest can be chosen. So what are the challenges which you generally come across? Though the text are highly unstructured and non-grammatical, so people will write in their own language, use a lot of their native words. It's not structured and it's not grammatical too. Some will use bro. They are not using brother. Simply they are using bro. So that's a typical example. And out of vocabulary words may be present. So that is also an example for this. So extensive usage of acronyms. So many acronyms may be used. ASAP, which is not in computer dictionary. Which ASAP means as soon as possible. So but it's not in the computer dictionary. So it could create a mismatch. So also lexical variations. This may be present. These are challenges which you have to overcome. So this is the general approach which you are going to analyze the Twitter data. The first one is to tweet downloader. So we have to download a huge amount of tweets to process and to find the result. So for download the tweets using Twitter API. So this is an API for downloading the tweets, which can be used by anyone. It's free. Then pre-processing. This is a steps. This is an important step. If we do pre-processing properly, then only we can able to achieve the proper result. Otherwise, the result may get varied. So first one is removing non-English tweets. So some people may write in their own language, maybe Arab, like that. So they'll write in their own language. So first of all, we have to remove non-English tweets. Then replacing emoticons by their polarity. Then remove URL. Some people will post their links, hashtags, numbers, etc. So those kind of things has to be removed. Then the replace negative mentions. So this has to be replace sequence of repeated characters. So some people will normally generate that cool. For that spelling is COOL. So some people will randomly tell that COOL. So those things has to be replaced. And remove nouns and prepositions. So this is another step which has to be done. Then the next process is future extraction. The polarity score of the tweet, the percentage of capitalized words, this has to be calculated. Number of positive and negative capitalized words, number of positive negative hashtags, number of positive negative, extremely negative emoticons. Then number of negation, the positive. So these are the types of future which has to be extracted. The number of special characters. So these are the features which are present in the tweets. So these has to be extracted. Then the data will be processed to classifier and prediction. So the features extracted are next passed to SVM classifier. The model built is used to predict the sentiments of the. So first we have to classify the tweets, and then we have to apply predictive analysis to find whether the sentiment is good or bad. So results after pre-processing, the dataset will be sent to classification and evaluation. For that, the different algorithms may be used. Based on the words in the tweet, a score will be generated, or else some strings which may say happy, sad, good or bad, that will be generated. Which is positive and negative and neutral, that can be found. So based on the total score, you can declare whether the opinion which the people feels about the product is good or bad. So conclusion. So from the few minutes we can we have gone through sentimental analysis. So the conclusion is the sentimental analysis however only provide the sentiment, that is the opinion, how the people feels. So it does not tell about the product and alternate suggestions for the product to which customers can buy. If a customer is not properly satisfied with that, it will be better if we suggest a new product for him, but it is not in there. So a combined algorithm can be formulated to put forward the best way to evaluate in future. So these are the in developing world, we have to consider this as a point, and we have to improve this also.